Good afternoon, and welcome to the High Priestess Perspective, where we look at things through a different lens. Today, we're going to focus on shadow work messages, and these messages are to help you heal parts of yourself that you may have neglected. I hope all is well with everyone. What is the current energy surrounding shadow work? What healing needs to be done for the collective? Volatile. Someone can have explosive outbursts. We'll take out 3. Ooh, 4 came out. Thank you, Spirit. So currently, the shadow work that needs to be done is, you could be a moody person, or you react very explosive. Volatile shadow says here, before you spring into action, ask yourself if your anger is a friend or an enemy. You could have had like heated arguments with family members, friends, down to your relationships. You could also have like, not a hard time, but maybe you have a hard time being around people because you are so explosive. Your friendships could have ended because of your behavior. Spirit is saying to work on your explosive temper and not reacting. I learned this a long time ago. It takes about the human brain, I think, 90 seconds to forget an emotion, but we create our own suffering by holding on to it, dwelling on it, and then it causes us to react in negative ways. So Spirit is saying to work on that part of yourself, trying not to overreact. We also have 2 open shadows, so you could just be a very open-minded person, but you reveal too much about yourself, and Spirit is saying leave something for later. You don't have to share everything, because everything that is meant for you is not meant for someone else. It says, think before you speak, consider your words and the potential consequences they may have. This could also be, you may like to gossip, or maybe your name always gets mumbled and jumbled into the mix. If there's drama around, Spirit is saying don't close yourself off, but just be selective of what you're revealing to people. We also have inhibited shadow, and this is suppressing desires, feelings, and impulses. I also feel like this, you could be struggling with your mental health right now. You can be anxious, depressed. It's like you keep yourself stuck and stagnant. It says you have become comfortable staying stuck and miserable. Recognize that it's up to you to do the hard work to succeed. Spirit is saying take initiative for your own happiness. Don't leave it in other people's hands, because then we also give them the opportunity to snatch it right away from us. We also have rigid shadow, and it says inflexible thoughts and behavior patterns, outdated beliefs, uptight and uncompromising. So you're basically stubborn. That's all Spirit is saying. Spirit is saying keep an open mind, try new things, and try not to take yourself too seriously. Embrace humor and flexibility. So this also makes sense because the volatile shadow, I know I'm saying this word so wrong, and I do apologize. It's like you're stuck in your ways. Maybe you've had to be defensive most of your life, and now that's a quality, that's a trait that you've gained because you've had to be overprotective of yourself. Maybe you were taken advantage of. People took your kindness for weakness. Maybe you were abused, and this forced you into this rigid energy. It's like you're explosive, you're inflexible, you're suppressing your feelings. It's like you've most of your life you could have just held everything in. And because when we were younger, I know for me, we were told, don't cry, and it's like that's not right, because we put ourselves in that what is it, survival mode, where we just keep going because we don't take time to stop and feel our emotions. So it's like over time you keep doing that, you're going to combust, you're going to explode. So spirit is saying it's time to let those patterns where you've had to defend yourself and had to have those walls up and had to isolate yourself and break away from people. They're saying to bring down the walls, so that way you can embrace change, you can embrace the beauty of life and the beauty of supportive people and friends. Let's see what other messages we have. What is some advice? What is some advice? One more. Thank you. So we have match here, and this says good news and pleasant surprises, on the right track towards dreams. Maybe this is something, maybe you know that within yourself, you know that there's parts of you that needs to be healed, and you're taking the time to actually work on that, because you can sense that you're in a place where you can't get out. It's like you're in this deep hole and you're trying to get out, but you're not going to. So it's like you're just tired of fighting. I can sense it. It's like you want change. We also have wedding ring here, and it says beginning of a new relationship, solutions to your problems, commitment, and wealth. I feel like the shadow work that needs to be done is also hindering your finances, your money, because it may be hard for you to connect to people or co-workers, or maybe you are the difficult person that people don't want to work with. It's like you have to do this healing so that way you can reach your highest potential. Otherwise, it's holding you back. We also have star, and it says depression, feeling lost about life, hard times are coming to an end. So yes, like I said, I feel like the shadow work that needs to be done has hindered your stability, your mental stability, your financial stability, your emotional stability. And it's like you're ready for new. And we also have snuffed candle. It says victims of rumors or gossip, volatile. Actually, no, it wasn't that. Too open shadow. Think before you speak and consider your words and the potential consequences they may have. I said something about gossip. You could have been in the middle of gossip. And again, it says victim of rumors or gossip. Challenges on spiritual journey that could also be because of the shadow work that needs to be done, and damage control. There could have been a situation where your name was involved in some mess, and it's like now you're backtracking so that way you can save face. So we have to work on not being too open, not being explosive when it comes to our emotions. We also have to stop leaving ourselves stuck in places and actually working through it so that way we can produce solutions and not more problems. And then also just not being so stubborn but rigid. It's like it's hard for you to change. It's hard for you to adapt to change. We have to let those things go so that way it's not blocking us in other areas of our life. And one more card, a surrender card to let you know what you need to surrender to help your growth. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Yeah. Another one, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. One of these cards says that, I'm trying to think. Yes, the rigid. It says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past, and you can own your power and soar in your life. Spirit is saying, do the shadow work, do the inner child healing, work on your ideas around love and relationships. Maybe you're holding on to a relationship that didn't work out. Maybe you're holding on to childhood abuse or sexual abuse. Those things that happened in the past don't make you who you are today. Like, yes, that's a part of you, but it's all how you present yourself. Are you going to be the victim or the victor? It's so easy to say, take the time to heal. It's an ongoing process. I'm on a spiritual and healing journey, and it has not been the easiest, and I'm still learning things about myself each and every day. So I say this, I say that to say this: you can and you will get through your shadow self. Everyone has a light and dark side to themselves. We have to learn to balance these dualities so that way we can be a shining ray of light to somebody else. And a different reading I did today, it pretty much said to give yourself credit for where you were and where you are, because you're making progress. And even though things may not be coming fast enough, you're doing the work. So give yourself credit. That was our shadow work message for today. I hope this message was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.